Okay, yeah, that's it. Welcome back, everyone. Another day. Today is the 6th of November. The year is running so fast. Like, before you know it, you say, Jack, it's December, and we're back to the celebratory season, and that's quite interesting. Yeah, I just want to do this quick stream this morning. It seems like, you know, when you start a story, you don't even know how it's gonna go. Some stories do trend, and then some stories are just like, you know, it happens and then it's over. Man, Trump is not joking around. He's not. He's not. This is 15 hours ago. This is the #1 official X account for the United States of America. And Trump is doubling down. He's doubling down on Nigeria. He's not. I told you guys, you know, I told you guys that when it gets to it, that you don't want to joke with this guy. Look at this. I thought this exact statement was posted on this same account 3 days ago, and it already generated a massive wave of reaction from across Nigeria and around the world. That was what Trump actually wanted. When he sends a tweet, when he sends something, he wants a reaction. And the problem is that most people don't understand this guy. You can think he's mad. He knows what he's doing. Maybe for good or for bad. You know, I'm not here to litigate if it's good or bad. I'm saying he knows what he's doing. The moment that thing caught his attention, he's gonna move on it until either #1, there's a sufficient pushback from his home base, not from Nigeria. Okay? Not from Nigeria. I saw Asari Dokubo saying he should come. We're here. Guy, this is not your usual Nigerian nemesis or enemies that you try to fight with. And I'm not saying he's God, okay? I'm not saying he's God. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you've got to understand that the only option left for Nigeria today is that by the next few days, they can tell us this is how we're going to defeat terrorism and Islamic extremism. If you're not doing that, I'm sorry. This is not going to leave. Now, Trump is beaming the light, and he hasn't sent any troop as of today. Let's hear what he has to say.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. Yep. The killing of Christians is not going to happen.
Yeah. Just point out to me the lie in that statement. 3,001 Christians killed, I guess this year alone, out of 4,000 in the world. So we account for more than 75% of Christians persecuted and martyred and killed. You don't need to like this guy. And most people don't. Okay, most people don't. And you don't need to like him. You don't even need to love Trump. But when you want to dispute what he's talking about, then you should come with your facts. #1, he said, radical Islamists. So he didn't say Muslims. Okay, because people will be like, oh, are you saying Muslims? He didn't say Muslims. But we know that for you to be a radical Islamist, you must first be a Muslim. I'm just saying. So where are those Muslims that will call these people to order? Or are you being sympathetic to them? I mean, that's the question. That's a question. So again, oh, this is 15 hours ago, so it's not like something, he already released a statement, but White House X account is now putting it out there again to tell you guys that he's not joking around. He wants answers immediately, because right now, Tinubu can't do anything on Islamic stuff. There is a video, let me see if I'm able to play that to you. And what that woman said resonates. Okay, resonates big time with me. Let me see. I did save it because I felt like I'm gonna make reference to that. Just wait for it. And he was saying that, the truth of the matter is this, that he feels that Tinubu cannot do anything with respect to that killing. And I kind of agree. Oh, this is not this one. Sorry about that. Let me see. Okay, I found it. Just give me a minute. I found it. We're not listening to Rainbow Mercury this time around. Let me see if it's gonna play that. Yeah, this is it. Give me the volume.
Should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink.
Okay.
Especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions.
Okay, so on the senile stuff, I don't agree with that. But then again, it's talking about Tinubu, right? And this was around, I think, the election period. But in terms of the VP, there's been a lot of reports saying that the VP, this Shettima guy, who tries to speak in parable, the VP of Nigeria, kind of knows these guys, these Boko Haram guys. That's according to her, allegedly. Okay, let's just put it there in case.
With funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house.
I saw that video. This was so many years ago. He was a governor then. He wasn't the vice president. Now he's the vice president. But when he was a governor, there was video circulating where they found that terrorist in his home. When they say in his home, I mean one of his apartments.
Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah.
A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot.
Our defense budget in Nigeria is in the trillions, okay? It's in the trillions of naira, okay? And that's true. If when this thing started, we were like just budgeting normally. Then at some point, they ratcheted it up to around 900 billion naira. Now we're operating in the billions. And I'm saying that some people are benefiting even from just that alone. We're not talking about other ancillary revenue and income and deals and the mineral resources that got that excavated from the ground illegally. So there's a lot of stuff happening.
To do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored.
Okay, so that's that. Let me see if I have
Bye people.
Let me see if she's still talking or no. Okay, let me see. So again, that's the account. And then there was the account that he said, you know what? And this was before the 2023 elections. For those that are saying that, oh, we should allow, the country to to determine how it's going to handle his business. I mean, since 2010, when you had, the first bombing, when this thing was becoming prevalent in our day-to-day life and we see things happening, it becomes crazy that if you've not done something for 14 years, and then again, this current president has not been there for a long time, but he's been there for 2 years. And within that 2 years, I'm saying I don't see any clear-cut strategy to overcome or to try and solve this problem. And once you leave such a big crack, that's what happens. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, as we all know, is is in custody right now and has been appearing in court. I think they adjudicated his case to tomorrow. And he's been trying to defend himself. Now he's coming out to say, now this is his own opinion, and which I think it makes sense. Detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu urges Trump to probe alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria. That's it. It's calling for that. We'll see how that goes. Now, you see, breaking ahead of tomorrow crucial court hearing, Nnamdi Kanu writes President Trump attaching 7 weighty annexures. So that's it. Again, I'll see how this goes. I just want to reserve my comment on this. The case is going on right now, and we'll see what happens. But if you think that you could just play games, and then try to think that Trump is going to move on, Trump doesn't move on until possibly he sees that there is no way out. And at that point, we'll just be like, you know what, let them just keep helping themselves. But because it has also to do with Christians now, Muslims die too, right? Yeah, but again, if Trump solves this issue, then Muslims also would stop dying. So let's be myopic with respect to our own thought. Now, you're talking about the mineral resources and all of those. Hello, since when have all the corruption in Nigeria helped and benefited you? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. But it is what it is. So that's one. We'll see what happens. Yesterday, I spoke about David Udain accusing Renu Aisha of being used by the CIA to destabilize the country. We'll see what happens. Now, Seun Okibaloye has come out to talk, and he's saying that, we need to stand with Nigeria. I stand with Nigeria. That's why I want the killing to stop. I don't stand with any politician.
Supporting government or the opposition, but opposition, government, people, every Nigerian needs to come together. An invasion of Nigeria is not in the favor of any Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria need help, but if you go and look at what happened to Somalia,
again, this talking point, I already debunked it, right? All happens to Somalia, what happens to this and that. Trump has not in any way invaded any country while he was, there in 2016. And then now, do you understand that he's actually, and now that he's actually, there in 2020, I think it was 2025.
Egypt to Libya, after any invasion of any foreign forces, those countries are destabilized. This is the time that we need to come together and leave every kind of politics alone and unite as one and speak with one voice and help our country move forward. That being said, let's move to the
we're uniting as one, and this is what I think should happen. We need to stamp out terrorism in our country because, Seun, you're not safe. You're not. Nobody's safe. And it's a global phenomenon. That's why it's also important. Boko Haram is one of the deadliest groups of terrorists in the world. And the level of oppression in Nigeria is becoming great. So again, we need to unite as one to ensure that terrorism is defeated, at least massively. And at the same time, we're opening our eyes to ensure that we're not shortchanged. Two things can be done at the same time. So that's why I don't understand now. Why should I start with politicians? Did they stand with me? Were they standing with me? Nobody stood with us. When people are dying as a result of subsidy removal, which I believe we should remove, Okay, and people are in pain. People can't afford daily living where the politicians standing with the people. I'm just saying. So now they see that their power grab, their hold on the country, their hold on terrorism is over. Like the federal government, the Nigerian military, and all of the armed forces, they've tried to resolve this issue for the past 20 years. So again, we're going to start with Nigeria, but first, let them solve this problem. Okay, so that's that about that. Now, there's this video that has been trending. Okay, a viral video from Truth Nigeria exposes the Nigerian government's failure to act on the prior warning before Fulani militants killed 100 to 200 Christians in June 13, 2025. This is not a 2000, this is not a 2010. Because what people are saying is that, oh, they brought a 2010 video. 2010 is different. TINUBU was not the president then. Hello? As if there has been no killings this year. As if what we saw happen in Kwara State just a few weeks ago did not happen. As if what happened in Benue State this year, I'm talking about this year, 2025, you wake up in this year and you'll be like, oh, this is going to be a good year. And then, boom, you're facing all of these economic woes, and then you still have some idiots trying to kill a whole community. I mean, you need to search your soul. The fact that I say, oh, this guy might be the best president or this guy might not be the president, this is different. This is terrorism at scale. Okay, let's look at this.
Kaduna just the other day. Cannot ignore the fact that there is Nigerian government complicity.
100%.
With these attacks. You saw some of our journalists in the documentary. We wanted to be an organization that tells the truth about what's happening in Nigeria, hence truthnigeria.com. I want to just kind of let everybody know and help you understand how Nigerian news works. If a Nigerian government official does not call for a news conference, the event did not exist. So in order for the narrative to get to the mainstream media, get picked up by Al Jazeera, get picked up by CNN, everything else, it comes from a Nigerian government source. From the very beginning, they determine the narrative. The reporters regurgitate the government.
And exactly, that's true. Especially now that you have social media going insane and people just post stuff on X. You know, what happens is that when this thing trend, you know, the mainstream media will be like, oh, fine, there is no government account, except there are video evidences. And that was what made Benue Massacre to actually trend when we started getting video evidences. And then the thing was becoming like a very, very bad show. And then what happens? TINUBU was forced. Because this same TINUBU was actually expressing concern about one incident in another country miles away from Nigeria. I think there was a plane crash then that happened. And people were like, bro, your country is burning. You're offering condolences to another country.
Narrative. We decided to be a voice and try to help change that paradigm and created Truth Nigeria to document what is actually happening. How many of you guys know that there were 10 Christians killed in Kaduna just the other day? How many of you know that there were 30 Christians killed in Plateau just a week ago? How many of you know that besides the 280 Christians that were killed in Yellowwater on June 13th, we are now about over 500 Christians that have been killed total since Yellowwater? No one knows.
Wow.
The media is not reporting it. Well, that's why we formed Truth Nigeria, to talk about what is going on. But also, what we pointed out in the documentary that I'd like everybody to realize is that Truth Nigeria had information that the attack on Yellowwater was going to occur 3 weeks before the attack happened. Now, when we get a terror alert and we find information, we know attacks are going to occur, our method is we issue a terror alert on our website, truthnigeria.com, but we also immediately call the local authorities. We notify the Nigerian military, the DSS, the Nigerian government, to let them know this is what we found out, this is our intelligence. Now, a day before the attack, we got word that there's movement happening. They are mobilizing, and they are coming for Yellowwater. So the day before, our team notified the government, the local authorities. the army, the police, and said, hey, there's movement, they're coming, watch out. What happened? Absolutely nothing. The government stood by and did nothing. With advance warning, multiple times. In fact, there was a military fob with soldiers that was less than a kilometer away while the attacks were going on, shooting warning shots in the air, but did not engage the terrorists as people were being burned to death, hacked to death with machetes, and being slaughtered.
This is this is already bigger than TINUBU. I'm sorry. This is bigger than TINUBU. These are orchestrated, highly complex terrorist gang. Okay? And this is it. TruthNigerian.com. Let's see. Community leader at Benue massacre, alleged Nigerian army complicity. Okay, that's what we just listened to. Fold coup, put stop 500 Christian abducted as Fulani ethnic militia entrenched on abandoned farms. Ethno-religious cleansing returns to Benue as Fulani. This is another one, right? Terrorists kill 4 in Logo raised rice farm. They go to the farms, they attack the people. If this is an organization without any major local government backing are reporting this, what you can do to dispute them is not just to come out, open your mouth and say, oh, the United States wants to take over our resources. Which resources? That has not helped Nigeria all this while. This is what? November 5. This is November 5. Muslim leaders break silence as U.S. redesignates Nigeria. This is the website. This is the website. What you can do, okay, what you can do is to basically counter them with facts. And what are the facts on the ground? Tell us what the government has done. Since 2023, when TINUBU took over up until date, and tell us, give us the results. How has that helped? 50 people in the Southwest was killed in our war. Till tomorrow, we don't know what's happening there. So you can't ignore this, okay? That's just it. You can't. You cannot ignore it. This is ironclad. Okay. Well, they can pick. So, well, there's this story of David Uday calling people and all of those. I don't want to get involved in that, their fight. You know, if democracy fails in other part of the world, they call it America. Now, democracy is failing in America. Who will America call upon? Great questions from as he asks for who will tame President Trump. Let me listen to this, actually.
My name is Senator TINUBU.vs Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and a lawyer.
Oh, this is so low, bro.
In May this year, Christian Welker had an interview with President Trump and asked if the president will uphold the Constitution. And the President of America responded by saying, I don't know. To me, that is anti-democratic, unpresidential, and outrageously calamitous. And surprisingly, there's no equal measure of reaction from the Congress.
So why don't you ask the question?
That's what I'm saying.
Ask your question, bro. You were a senator for how many years? God knows. Okay? You can come out and ask questions when you're part of the problem. What did you do when you were a senator? How did you help your constituents? How did you move Nigeria forward? We see your expensive cars. We see your show on social media, having a cameraman from your living room to your garage every other day, trying to flaunt your wealth. And I don't know the real source of that, allegedly. But you're concerned about what America will do with its democracy. The last time I checked, this guy was elected by majority of the people. So again, I don't think he actually has any idea what he's talking about. Okay, so this guy is already having egg on his face. I won't pile on him. It's been a while. Where the bandits? I need direction to Sambisa Forest, Benue State, and Southeast Nigeria. Again, another thing we're forgetting is that Southeast Nigeria is also burning under this same presidency. Okay? That's it. It's also burning. What are we doing to that? How are we solving this problem? But it is what it is. Now, China has come out to talk. China doesn't care about what happens to Christians. They persecute Christians in their own country. So again, what are they going to say? This war is not a war, actually. This conflict, for now, is multifaceted. So if you think that USA is going to invade, understand that we also have China. China threatens the United States not to intervene in Nigeria or face the consequences. But China is not talking about anything that happens to the Christian. In fact, Muslims in China have been persecuted. The Uyghur population. China doesn't care about you. We see how they treat Nigerians. Even in Nigeria, there are some places you can't enter. All this Chinese mall and all that. There's some places that it's just for Chinese. You can't even go there. So again, I don't even understand how people would take this as a welcome development. They didn't say anything about the Christians. For all they care, they can go kill themselves. They don't even like Christians in their country. So why do I want to listen to what China has to say? Sorry. Apart from the knockoff product that your people produce and bring to Nigeria. But it is what it is. The empire never respects international law. They envy Chinese-African alliance. Well, you have to also be careful. Have you heard about the debt trap? Have you heard about the Silk and Belt Road Stuff initiative? Have you seen how China has taken over? You guys are talking about the resources in Nigeria have been taken over. China is actively taking over resources in the name of debt given to all these struggling countries, and when they can't pay, they take over their power infrastructure, they take over their ports. Are you guys aware of that? Because people come out to do this friend, oh, we're standing with Nigeria, we love Nigeria and all that, and then you're saying China. China can't help. China won't help. China wants to expand its reach. China's plan is, I think they have a 2035 and they have, I think, a 2050 vision. The plan of China is to dominate the world. So I'm saying, as Nigeria, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the two of them and use them to my advantage. But the problem that TINUBU has right now is that it's been caught hands down of being complicit. And I told you guys I was going to get to this. I did a video several days ago, weeks ago, about how this might be TINUBU's weak point, and this might actually spell a trouble for TINUBU. No doubt about it, he's still the one poised to win elections in 2027. Anyways, that's that about that. Let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens with China helping. But I wouldn't, for one, put my hope in China, because they are just saying, you know what, we have a lot of investment in Nigeria, and TINUBU has a very great alliance with China when it comes to all of these arrangements. Because far back as when he was a governor, he's been dealing with China. The Lekki Road was done by one of these Chinese company. So that was why when you had that toll gate issue, it was just easy for them to take laws into their hands and kill people. What they look at is money. They don't care. Because you could have still resolved the Lekki incidents without killing lives. I put the blame on the government of that day, the federal government, the state government being complicit, and I also put the blame again on the organizer of that protest. Because when you put people outside, number one concern is, how are these people going to get back home safe? And if anybody wants to die, it should be the organizers first, not the armless people that you cajoled to come to the toll gate. And that's just my own thought. Okay? Now we're seeing things happening where people, Nigerians who in the US military are now coming out to taunt Nigeria. Let's see what happens.
Islamist strong. Grace for the shadow. Nobody fit check am. And they see all na celebrities and some of na pastors. Now they talk rubbish. Say, number one, make a first start from this place. I thought say na now.
USA can't like America. Say now USA can't like America.
Nigeria.
Say USA don't like America. Number one, go and check fact. I don't say most of now for Nigeria now be mumu. Now why look I come on.
Okay, again. No, I mean just deliver your message. You don't need to an entire race. You don't need to badmouth them.
Went in my 20s, early 20s, because I know say most of them be mumu for there. Now what's in the top for man? Now maths now they always talk.
Okay.
If I thought say USA don't like Nigeria. Say now they just like Nigeria. Say una don't say Nigeria now he get the highest population of Africans for USA. And USA don't like Nigeria. Go and check, because now they check record, now no get sense. All now do not to cruise.
So,
you don't know say na cruise Nigeria they for no sense.
Yeah.
Just come catch cruise online, nobody get sense. After 3 days, they don't forget, they don't move on. Anywhere the left face fans, now no get sense. Now one na president, with all my leaders, then they
One thing I don't understand, again, I mean, it's just trying to defend Trump's stuff, so I'm not going to listen to everything. It's just, rage baiting people. But one thing I don't understand is this. I thought that when you're in the U.S. military, and this is something that I know on good authority, that you don't get yourself involved in politics, international politics, or local politics. I've been seeing a lot of U.S. Nigerians who are U.S. military officers coming out to weigh in on the position of Trump. This is against their rules of engagement. Your job is when Pete Hegseth says it's time to go to Nigeria. Pete Hegseth is the is more like our their Minister of Defense. Okay, it's called the Defense Secretary. Now, your job is to just obey the order without putting your own personal opinion to stuff. I'm highly disappointed that you have all, except this is a costume. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of videos of U.S. military guys, okay, try to weigh in, and I'm saying U.S. military guys that are Nigerian. That's crazy. Look at this one. This is a Nigerian guy in the U.S. military. Again, that's that, right? That's what's been happening, and it's just crazy. Look at this one.
Fight for your fight. Go fight our fight.
But when
Any soldier wake up, no go back. Oh.
But you know say we will be say we'll be Nigeria. We will be Nigeria.
Even Nigerian soldier they fire.
Oh,
Nigerian soldier they fire.
I'll tell you something. Nigeria matter they
If
pay
they
with
done
you.
with Nigerian soldier,
Nigeria matter they pay with you because we are also Nigerians. Forget say we dey Yankee, we be Nigerians too by blood.
Again, are they allowed to wear their uniforms and come out and talk about what's happening? Because this is not allowed. Based on the rules of engagement, this is not allowed.
So hello, but you know the Nigeria.
But
you know the Nigeria.
No, man, now.
Nigeria no affect you. Hey, hello. Leave Nigeria for who dey Nigeria. Hello. Leave Nigeria for who dey Nigeria. You are not in Nigeria.
Okay, December why they confund you oble. You know say lights no go affect me abi.
You know they tó jẹ́ pé oble nìkan na December lè máa ń ṣe oble. Àwa tá máa ń ṣe oble
láti Nigeria lè push America.
December kọ́. People they do oble now from January to December.
We Yankee say we no go come back home. Now it say we won't die for a year. If no be say Nigeria no good, wetin we dey find for a year? Kill and wakiri. Nigeria you die now. Kill and wakiri.
Fact.
Wetin we dey find?
Why you no come take your home? May you come take care of your home.
Okay,
support your home.
My fellow military member where dey my home. Why how the Nigerian government they treat them?
Let's talk.
Now, that's a fair question.
Let's talk.
That's a fair question, to be honest with you. That's a very, very fair question. How do you treat your military men? I mean, it's gotten a little bit better now compared to those days when these guys, they were in the forest and were expected to fight Boko Haram without weapons.
Don't go.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, now all these people where they call Boko Haram, they call this Boko Haram. Forget all those what they do before na cruise. Now we serious.
I like that. Okay, let's go.
Are you getting it? Before we are doing cruise. Now let's serious. All those Boko Haram, all those people. Say no, say now people elderly, people husband, people's father. Now them be that Boko Haram.
What's this guy talking about?
In this same Nigeria.
This guy, that's why they say education is not crucial. What is he saying? Boko Haram is people's father. So those people that are being killed, who are they? They're not people's father. They're not people's mother. They're not people's sister. They're not people's brother. Like, my God. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, even out of Nigeria, we get people where they sponsor them.
Okay, so what are you trying to? Can you want to?
Hello, you see this government. You see this government. Some people there be say, after your government, another government still there.
What is he talking about?
Shady, yeah. All these
the guy is like, this guy is dumb. Guys, like, this guy is dumb. Like, I don't even know where this conversation is leading. Boko Haram is people's father. Really? And that's why I'm saying that there's a major disconnect between the South and the North. While we're shouting genocide in the northern part of the country, okay, in the southern part, it's business as usual.
You see, so now hungry, they fire them.
Now,
can
I give a response to that?
Like me, let me tell you something now. You know, say boy, people know they. Calm down.
Wait, now
and they tell you, people know they too much. Come outside for protest again.
Why? Answer that question by yourself. Why?
Because waiting we want, we no see him.
Now, why is that? You did answer your question yourself, but why is that?
Oh yeah, as of our soldier, no, where coffee anybody, come out with anybody.
Man, this is just, I don't even understand. Like, you're dropping IQs, right? Let's see this one.
I'm clear everywhere. I want Boko Haram, clear everybody.
Yes. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ẹnu lẹ ń ṣe lóko tẹsán yẹn. Ẹ bá débi kúrú bí la fi pa yín.
Someone I was online yesterday and I was watching someone, and she's a white girl. And she said Nigerians are so resilient. I don't even know if it's a good thing now because we take a lot of nonsense and we turn it into comedy from the leaders. Like, when things are bad, really bad, we still find a way to make a joke out of it. Like, this is just comedy. Listen to that. For those who don't know Yoruba, sorry, saying that if the US military comes to Nigeria, that it's going to destroy them. That's what this guy is saying. And then started saying he's going to use some native charm to destroy the US military.
US Army ewu mo le nbo e ma ko lo la ko mo lórí US Army.
Wo ká bá ti dé bó ṣe à ń bẹ Nigeria à ń wọlé bọ̀ ni.
Sorry, for those who don't know Yoruba, I'm sorry. There's no way I can help you. Maybe you need to find an interpreter. But what he's saying is that this guy is saying that if US military comes, I mean, this guy is in his home. He doesn't have any military training. He's just kind of catching crews. And this is what is happening on TikTok right now. Just debating and catching crews and all that. But don't let's forget the fact that people are dying in the North. No matter what. And that's the painful part. You're laughing online. You're trying to catch crews and joke about it. Some people are paying the ultimate price just because of what they believe in and because the government is complicit. So this guy, this comedian, is trying to tell this military guy that, you come home December. When you come home December, we're gonna put you down. You're not gonna go back to the United States.
What about passion wale by what? Clear everybody come on express road.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I want to be clear.
Boko Haram, everybody don't allow.
The land is a military. Oh, being
So he's saying that they're not gonna land. That as they're coming, then I'm gonna land in Nigeria. Okay, I need to move on. So the guy is saying that there is charm to destroy this. So this one is saying that these are the people that America should not mess with. And let's look at this. So this is a senator, Nigeria senator. Now he's getting ready for the war. This is another one. Okay. So this one is saying I have 17 packs. I can fight the USA. Anyways, that's that about that. Let's see. We'll see what happens. We'll keep following the news. A madman of a particular concern. Yeah, you might call him mad, but the thing is that whatever he's saying, just do something about it. Can someone post what China gave? Okay, so this guy is coming against China now. The US funding to Nigeria for HIV and AIDS intervention program 2010 to 2025. What? Why are they giving this so much money to Nigeria? And that's why they're saying that this should be watched. Why we're collecting, this is running into billions, bro, of dollars. Preventing AIDS? Sorry, what are those catching AIDS? And they need almost $500 million. There is not more to this. This is some of the argument that they say some of these monies are actually going to fund terrorism. That's what they're saying, allegedly. Can someone post what China gave? No, can Nigeria also be up to his own needs and stand on his own with all these resources that we need to be begging for foreign countries to give us money? I'm just saying. I don't know if this story is true, so I'm not going to comment on it right now. But there is allegation that this guy, there was this coup attempt. Okay, there was this coup attempt that happened. And then they're saying that this guy might be fingered into it. And I'm beginning to question myself. I understand US wants to intervene and all that. Is there a coordinated effort to actually take TINUBU out? Because TINUBU now is dangerous to the international economy as a result of the Dangote refinery. So again, I'm beginning to ask, because like this cool stuff happened, then next thing you had the United States government talking about, oh, Nigeria, you need to put your house in order. I'm just asking questions. Okay. This is why David Uday is fighting with everyone. He's an errand boy for Goodluck Jonathan. Hence, GJ wants to be on the ballot. This would never happen. This would never happen. Now, never say never. GJ wants to be on the ballot in 2027. His job is to destroy every other voices. The fugitive is a skilled manipulator. I'd never for once, my instinct has never for once deceived me about this David Uday guy. He's primarily a PDP guy. And that's why he always fights obedient at times when they are not towing his ways. And I don't, people call him investigative journalist, whatever. I don't know. A lot of the fact that he puts out there, number one, they are just mosaic stuff that he gathers from sources here and there. Number two is this. You can't tell me he's independent. What is funding his lifestyle? Because I remember they was trying to get asylum in Ghana, and after a while, they told him he has to go. I learned that he was also trying to get something out of them, Nigeria, into the United States, allegedly. Maybe that one fell apart, then he became a staunch enemy of the United States. But we'll see what happens. I'm incredibly proud of President Tinubu's response so far. No press conference, no jittery trip to Washington, no panic, just the typical silence you give to a madman who doesn't understand boundary while you keep working on your security architecture. Guy, I beg to differ here. This doesn't make sense. Silence can be good with Nigerians because Nigerians will always forget things very easily. Once they are able to tie terrorism and your government complicity to terrorism, I'm sorry, it's just a matter of time. You might say, oh, yeah, they want to take over Nigeria. Silence is not what's going to happen. I'm saying, give me the stuff. Oh, he's working on the security architecture. Really? 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 I mean, there are a lot of good things that he's done, but let's not just be fools here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Trump is a distraction. His failed government can't step foot in Nigeria. I don't think he's going to come to Nigeria, but again, never say never, because he's a madman. And he's not saying he's going to bring in troops to fight Nigeria. There are ways. How was he able to take off the nuclear weapon of Iran, at least to destroy substantially to a point where the nuclear enrichment and they bring a nuclear threat to the world was being managed? They're drones, bro. Do you think they don't have the area stuff of where these Boko Haram guys are? Do you think he just comes out to talk? People are so myopic and they're so dumb. He's not saying he's going to bring the soldiers to be fighting all this guerrilla warfare. If he wants to decimate, he's going to decimate. Let's look at this. I think this makes sense.
They chop people money. Now they say it's sweet. Now they say it's sweet. And now they chop people money up and down. Now they chop Nigerians money. Now they say it's sweet. It's sweet, Abi. You go see bitter. You go see bitter for their mouth. People they suffer. Youth they suffer. Now they say it's sweet. All this Egbon Adugbo. They go to say now them be this thing. And they go back with Sam Larry and everyone Sam Larry see me. Agba Sam Larry will carry you. Me I no be Mobadu. Now person we no get power and they bully you. Ọmọ ìyá mi ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe o. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe o. Kẹ́ tó máa tutukutu ẹ mẹ́yà know wetin dem dey talk o. I know wetin they do. I know wetin they do.
Show me the plan and the strategy. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, for now, I'm just going to stop that. I saw Kenneth Okonkwo came out to talk about Tinubu's response is disgraceful. I'm going to react to that one. There was this fight between a northern senator, I believe, and Akpabio, with respect to the response. I did comment on that. The gang up is against Tinubu. Opposition lobbying US FG to respond. Oh, the gang up is now against Tinubu, right? The gang up is now against Tinubu, right? Okay. Well, when Tinubu also went to Washington in 2014 in 2015 against Goodluck Jonathan, was the gang up for Tinubu then? Again, I'm saying if you don't do your job, I'm sorry, whatever gets at you, you're gonna take it. Okay, so those are the major stuff that I want to talk about this morning. We'll see what happens from here, and we're gonna move on. I also saw, talking about David Udeng. So there's been this story between the PDOM. PDOM is one of these guys that breaks some funny extreme news. I don't know what it is, but here he's coming to tell you that David is a very, very bad guy.
David did me shit.
Oh, sorry for that word.
David did me
sorry for that.
dirty. David betrayed me. He backstabbed me. Permit me, let me tell you things that David did to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna be listening to this one. I want to know what
David
happened.
did.
Yeah, I did him dirty, right? Tomorrow, today is 6, okay, by 6 p.m. I'm gonna react to this. This guy, I don't know, like, all of a sudden he's all over the place, and people say he's an investigative journalism. I'm sorry. I look at your character first. If your character is questionable, if you're fighting everybody, and again, I still don't understand what you're doing, your work or whatever it is. How does it liberate Nigeria? How does it put Nigeria on the map? How does it help Nigeria to move from here to there? All this sensationalism doesn't hold water in real life, okay? But again, it is what it is. I'm going to listen to that. So this PDOM guy, backstory, I think he's also an activist and all of that. There was this back and forth. There was an issue of, David Ide had an access into his account. I don't have the whole story with me. I'm going to just deep dive out. Better still, just listen to his own report and then react to it. That's what we're going to do sometimes later today or possibly tomorrow. Let me see if I have this bookmark. Let me bookmark this and then we'll take it from there. Thanks everyone for watching. If you could help me subscribe so that I can reach a 500 subscriber goal. I mean, that's what I'm trying to, build. I'm trying to just build a community where people would walk. At some point, I'll start bringing in individuals' chats into the stream and then reacting live to the chats as we go along. Hopefully, we can build a big community here. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. And yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave. Had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down myself.